Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be adding some much needed armor to the Bison back there. This Bison comes with pretty much all the armor you will ever need if you're on the trails or even rock crawling. So let me show you what the Bison already has, and then I'll show you what I'm adding. Starting from the rear, the Bison already comes with a diff skid plate. This is steel. I want to say it's ball run steel. It already comes with sliders, but those sliders are body mounted instead of frame mounted. Look at that diff skid. It looks nice. It's even covering the U joints there. Then after that, you have your wonderful gas tank skid plate. Coming further down, your transmission skid plate, underbody cameras. Then you have your front skid plate there. But what we're going to be adding today is a skid plate for the lowest point on the ZR2 Bison, which they didn't include. Speaking of stuff that they didn't include, but you don't necessarily need it, is your lower control arm skid plates. These lower control arms are super beefy, so you don't necessarily need them. At least I wouldn't be concerned about them. You have your sock connectors right there, and these are sticking out very much so, and it's easier whenever you're over an obstacle there to hit one of those socks onto a rock or an obstacle. So today we're gonna go ahead and add some armor to those two sock locations, and if you see them back there, you already know what time it is. Y'all already know I'm a huge fan of Victory 4x4. They make some really good products. These are the Victory 4x4 skid plates for your sock locations. They are not side specific, and they already came powder coated as well. Fast shipping. They did a great job. All right, so let's see what we're going to need for this install. It's going to be a super simple install. We're going to need one 21mm socket. I'm just grabbing a long bar here to help break it, and then one 14mm, and then you're going to need a torque winch. We're going to torque these things down to factory specs whenever we get there. So all right, let's get to the install. The overall concept behind this install is pretty simple. We're going to take the lower bolt here, which is a 21. We're gonna undo it about 1/8 of an inch, and that 1/8 of an inch is gonna allow us to put this mount up there, and we're gonna put it up as flush as we can, and then we're gonna take the provided hardware as well and mount it through this hole, which goes through that hole right there. So one bolt at a time, let's go ahead and take this out about 1/8 of an inch, so we'll have enough room to mount it to that piece right there. So we got that far away from there. We're going to take our piece here, so we can put that up there. You can see where it's mounted at there. How it sits in that U. We're going to take the provided hardware. So we got a bolt, a washer. We're going to feed this through the skid plate, then through the body, like such. And then we have the nut on the back. One thing I really like about these nuts, that I always liked about these nuts that Victory 4x4 provides, is once you get them started and you get it tight, you don't need to hold it on the back with a different wrench or socket. You just need to go ahead and continue to crank down on it and it will catch itself. Okay, so we got that started. We want to make sure that this is all the way up as far as it can go. Get this started a little bit, just so it can hold its position. And now we're going to take our 14mm and tighten up the bolt up top. We're going to tighten up this bolt to 118 foot-pounds. We're going to use our good old 20mm. And we're good. And that's it for the driver's side. Pretty simple install, 2 bolts. Onto the passenger side. So once again, we're going to take it off about 1/8 of an inch. And we're going to put the skid plate mounting point between there. All right, we're up as far as we can go for right now. Tighten this up a little bit. Going to take our bolt washer skid plate through the body mount there. Our nut is going to go along the back. So before we tighten this all the way down, we're going to take this and hit it with our 118 foot-pounds, making sure that it's as flush as possible. And that's it. We're good. That easy. We installed those shock skid plates, so now the lowest point on the ZR2 Bison is covered. We don't have to worry about busting a shock or even busting the screw off, so we can't change the shocks in case we need to. So I'm happy with that. One more modification down by Victory 4x4. This is not a sponsored Victory 4x4 video. I just really like their products. Like I said before, I had them on my Tacoma whenever I first started my build there, and whenever I saw that they had products for the Bison, I knew I had to get some. If you want to see more modifications to the 2025 ZR2 Bison, subscribe to the channel, like the video, tell me what mods you think I should add to the vehicle, and I'll see if I can make it happen. If they make sense and if they're practical, I'm all for it. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later.